But yeah, I feel I'm feeling something. I'm feeling a warm spot, as they say. 37 is old. 37 is old, guys. 37 is old. I don't know, guys. I'm okay. I was a little dramatic. I was a little dramatic about me yesterday, but I did do the McRally challenge. I did fail. I did have hangover symptoms in the morning, and I also did have trouble sleeping. So, yeah. So the night of, I had trouble sleeping. I don't know why. I just kept like, I guess uncomfortable. I guess I just couldn't. I think maybe my adrenaline spiked because I ate a shit ton of food that was like not good for me, and then like also I didn't drink any water. I was just thinking about this. I didn't drink any water. I only had Diet Coke and like a milkshake and like barely any milkshake, and then a McFlurry. That's the only thing I drank that night. And so it was probably because I drank a ton of like Diet Coke. Yeah, I didn't drink any water because I was like, yeah, I got Diet Coke, I'll just drink that. No, that stuff doesn't hydrate you. I forgot about that. And so I just suffered through it. And so that was probably where the hangover symptoms came from, is that I was probably very, very, very dehydrated. In fact, I'm very, very not medicated right now. Hold on a second. I should fix that. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. Meds taken. Life given. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did someone fart? No, that was my door. If you want me to fart, I can't do that because I'm not like designed to fart. All right. I don't really have anything other to say than like the curly challenge sucked. I'll probably talk about it a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, it sucked. It just kind of did suck a lot. But you're human? Who said that? Who said anything about me being human? I'm virtual AI, don't you know? I am virtual AI. As said by like 80 million people that come into the stream going like, oh my god, are you using AI? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm tempted to do the 100 nugget challenge, but I'm not actually willing to eat 100. 20 chicken nuggets is like just enough. Like if you have 20 nuggets like flat, like no other like cookie or anything like that, any like fries or anything, just like only like the 20 nuggets, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think I'm gonna hold off on eating challenges for now. I always just man, I always just regret it, man. I always just regret it. Alright, let's make our coffee. Let's make our coffee today, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Today is be 37 or be permaban. That's so true. So true, bestie. Okay, so good morning. My camera's a little off today. You see that? Also, my mat needs to dry a little bit more. It's a little wet. It's a little wet. It's fine. Hello, marvelous knight in shining armor. I am not shining today, guys. I am not shining today. There we go. Water set. Okay, like I told you guys before, today is now August. Now the official first time in August. And we will be starting our Eat Dish of Coffee today. So if you guys have not seen Eat Dish of Coffee, it's right there. It's VTuber branded merch coffee. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I made cold brew recently. We got 3 shots of espresso and CBD so I can... That does not sound particularly, I wouldn't say healthy. 3 shots of espresso and CBD. You're mixing an upper with a downer? Why would you do that? I'm new here. Hi, welcome. I have a toothache and don't want to go to the dentist. I think you should go to the dentist. Next question. Yeah, it's August. Don't you guys know it's August 34th or 35th? It's August 35th today. Don't you know? Don't you know? By the way, we have banana bread. I kind of squished it, so it kind of doesn't look like a loaf anymore. It kind of looks like a slug, if anything. So my banana slug. Are your eyes blue? No, my eyes are gray. I'm pretty sure August has 31 days. And July has 30, right? I don't remember. I make really good banana. Do ya? Do you have any Demon Slayer? No. Okay, we're gonna drink our coffee here today, guys. Okay, today's coffee is Zero Fox Given Cinnamon Spice Flavored Blend. It's a medium roast. And let's see. How do I want to cut this here? It's fine. All right, as for all our coffees, I'm gonna give them a big ol' sniff. There we go. Okay, this one usually doesn't. This doesn't have a strong like smell. It doesn't have a strong flavor smell, but it does. Oh wait, no, there it is. Yeah, so it really does smell like vanilla. I don't really smell the cinnamon in here though. I do smell horchata though. So, if you guys are alcoholics, this might give you some horchata vibes on there. Rum chata. Yeah, this just kind of tastes like horchata. It kind of smells like horchata right now. Just barely. Yeah, the smell kind of reminds me of rum chata specifically. Probably because of the coffee. When is your birthday? Yes. I do have one of those. Okay. So we are going to portion this out. Normally I'd use a spoon for this, but I can't be bothered today for some reason. We're rocking 20 grams. Okay, awesome. We're rocking 20 grams there. Check that out. From Eat to Shit Coffee. It's good stuff. It kind of like also like doubles as like a shelf product because like look at like it looks pretty nice. I don't know. Why is the lady half naked though? She's at the beach. Don't worry about it. It does have that. It does have a rum chata taste to it though. Not technically horchata, but like rum chata because there's a little bit of it's like there's a little bit of a kick to it. Check the. Do you wear glasses? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. You're sus? What the? I like how, like, guys, I'm an adult. If you guys want to, like, be like, oh my god, you're sus. I'm an adult. I'm 30-fucking-7. Check the. Am I checking like the disc? Am I checking my DMs? Did I miss something? Okay. I think our water's our water's ready here too. So we're gonna bloom the coffee here. About 50 milliliters, and we'll let that sit for about 30 seconds, and then we'll continue brewing. You wear girls' clothes? Sometimes, not always. Yeah, we're just letting our coffee bloom. If you guys don't know what coffee blooming is, it's just pouring a little bit of water just to let the beans release the carbon dioxide. It'll help it taste less bitter and also release the natural flavors of the beans as well. And then a high agitating pour, and we're going to go for about 320 milliliters of water. Oops, 322. Oops, not bad. I don't drink coffee? That's okay, you don't have to. What are we doing? We're just brewing some coffee. Some coffee brewing. I don't drink a variety of as long as you drink water, that's pretty good. As long as you're able to like as long as you just keep yourself hydrated, I think that's the most important part. Like all the other drinks, they're just like luxury. Kool-Aid, luxury. Monster Energy, luxury. Sometimes medication if you're like desperate enough. Is the coffee also a Gooner's collectible? I mean, if you want to call it a Gooner collectible, you can. I'd say it's just more like a really good coffee and that you should just drink it because it's good. But I guess you could collect it. Oh my god, Panda with the 7 streams. Yay. Yay. Are those action figures? No, they're figures. They're collectible figures. They're fashion figures. There's also Mimikyu in the background if you haven't noticed as well. Also, I just realized that the lighting here is sometimes giving off a blue glow, and I think that's because of my lighting naturally. Hold on a second. I need to swap it up. Oops, I just turned it down. Okay. Now that should get rid of that blue glow. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's gone. Good morning. Good morning. Do you have any anime cards? No, I don't. I barely collect a lot. I barely collect anything, actually. The most things I collect are like the figures, but I only collect figures that I really, really like. These are the sleep. Well, this one's Office, but I like a lot of the sleepwear ones. The relax time HoloLens ones, I really, really like those, and they're fairly cheap. Usually, they're about $30, $40, and so I pick those up whenever I can. But Yeah, these are usually Crane Game rewards, so they usually sell for quite a bit too. Is that your drawing? Which one? This one back there? Yeah, that was a live. That was a live or still life drawing that we did. It's adorable when he yaps. No, women hate it. Women hate it when I yap. Men too, but that's besides the point. Goodbye, coffee. Alright, so now we have a nice brewed cup of Itasha coffee right here. I look like a freaking scientist with this thing. Okay. Yeah, definitely a horchata smell. Okay, it smells more like horchata now than it did in the bag. Okay, yeah. And I'm not sure about the vanilla. The vanilla kind of like went away. Okay, cool. All right, let's take a big pour, guys. Let's pour this coffee out. Again, I love how this thing pours. Cool. Is this an experiment? This is coffee. Hi, welcome to Coffee Talk. Shikigami. It's okay, you can play for the other team, but I don't though. I love women. I talk about how much I love women all the time. Oh my goodness, guys. I was watching this stream to boost my IQ. I think this might do the opposite. Actually, depending on your definition of IQ. By the way, IQ is a totally made up thing. An IQ is a totally made up thing made to discriminate against people, and I'm not even lying. But depending on how you watch this, you could either get stupider, or you could get smarter, or you could get more socially aware. So, if you don't want to be woke, I guess click away. I'm leaving this live is for girls. Yes! Women! Yes, women! Let's go, women! You're obviously brainwashed? No. No. I think there's a really, really good valid points in respecting people, but you know. Welcome in. And I say this all the time, but everybody who walks in here immediately has my respect until they lose it. Take a big. I gotta do a little slurp test here. We're gonna do a little slurp test. Oh, I forgot to do a sniff test. Oh, I guess I did the sniff test already. But let's do a slurp test here. Okay, it's actually more of a light roast. Yeah, it says medium roast there. It's a little bit more of a light roast. Either that or like every coffee I've been having has been like really, really bad dark roast. But it feels more like a light roast than a medium roast. It's fairly acidic, so if you like acidic coffee, I don't think this coffee is for you. It's fairly acidic. The flavor weight doesn't sit it sits pretty much evenly throughout the tongue. Yeah. I would say it's just a pretty balanced coffee. More acidic than it is like any base. I'm not really getting a whole strong horchata cinnamon vanilla flavor. but it does give off the big smell. I think maybe the coffee's kind of interfering with the cinnamon horchata flavor. So I would say, you know, it's a pretty good coffee nonetheless, though. I think it's the smell. The smell really like kind of takes you far, though. I'm new to YouTube. How did you make your VTuber? Money. I'm not joking. I hate this thing. Yeah, so I just straight up banned them. They're not timed out or anything. Okay, so let me explain this. Maybe the ban was a little too harsh, actually. I probably should have just timed them out actually first. But let's talk about this. Like, if you say it's not my fault, you're sensitive. That is actually like one of the rudest things, because that is disregarding of any sort of emotion that anyone else would ever have. Saying it's not my fault that you feel strongly about something without really trying to understand the other person, that's ignorance. That's not stoicism. That's not toughness. That's not manliness. That is assholism. And if you can't understand why someone is upset over something, then you are not emotionally capable of being responsible with other people's emotions, let alone your own emotions. So I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Again, maybe the ban was too harsh. Maybe I should have timed them out first. But yeah. Usually pay a company to make you the design. No, actually. To be a VTuber, you usually just come up with a design. You can be, and it could be anyone. It could literally be you. It could be a friend. It could be somebody you pay. It could be like a design company. Just come up. The first thing is that you come up with a design, right? Second thing is that you need to get actualized. So you need to pay an artist, or you need to make it yourself. I would recommend paying an artist because that there's a lot of specifics that get into it. You have to like, get actualized, you have to get it realized, you have to get it turned into art, right? Then after you get it turned into art, you have to turn it into motion. So you take that art that was made, that you probably paid for, and then you give it to a rig artist, someone who works in live 2D cubism, and then in that, they make it so all the individual parts move properly. So you can do things like wink, you can stick out your tongue, you can tilt your head back and forth. You can like open your mouth, and yeah, they do all of that. And so and then they send that to you, and then you get a copy of VTube Studio on Steam, and then you tune it. That you tune your VTuber. The tongue scared me. What? Shows your teeth. Eh? I can't like smile. I can't teethy smile, but I can I think I have fangs. I might have fangs. Hold on. Kind of. You see them? Canines. But yeah, that's how you get a model. Alternatively, you could also just go on Etsy or Booth and buy like a $5 model and then like customize it, and then you're good. So the cheapest way now is just to do a customizable. or make it yourself. Yeah, I mean, that one also, like, costs a lot more. It costs, like, a hell of a ton more. So I recommend not doing that. If you're starting out, I recommend not doing that. But thankfully, I have this thing called money. Since when did Pikachu look like that in the background? It's Mimikyu! Come on, guys, have you not... Fucking LARPers, guys. LARPers. It's Mimikyu, not Pikachu. Bwam, 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 bwam. Summer lovin' had me a blast. Summer lovin' happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me. Met a boy cute as can be. Summer days, oh, I found a way. Oh, the summer nights. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Did you guys know that Greece is basically Romeo and Juliet? Now you know. Go on Canada's Got Talent. No, I don't have good vibrato and stuff. Do you like Animal Crossing? Why don't you mention Animal Crossing? Check this out. Brewster, baby. It's Brewster, baby. It's corkboard, baby. It's Brewster, baby. Is this a side job? Yeah, it absolutely is. It is absolutely a side job. I'm actually a real barista. I'm a barista in virtual life, and I'm a barista in real life. Ironic how that happens, you know? Who's my favorite? Bob. I know it's like Bob is so basic, but like I love Bob. He's a cat. It seems like you played Doki Doki. What? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Do you know how insane you sound? I can't wait for my mug to get here, by the way. I just don't feel like streaming today for some reason. I just want to like go to bed. I want to go back to bed, but I have to work. So like I probably shouldn't go back to bed. I should drink my coffee and be happy. Enjoying my Itisha coffee. Coffee. The fact that you know is Doki Doki? Yeah, because I don't live under a rock. I don't know, guys. So sometimes, like, these days, I just don't feel like doing anything, you know? Sometimes I just want to, like, relax. And just do whatever. Sit in my bed. What do you guys usually do on your days off? I'm just thinking about, like, what do I do on my days off? And, like, the only thing I really do is, like, I don't really have a day off, but I have, like, an hour to myself. Cakes and cleaning. That's pretty good. Costco gym. Costco has a gym? Cod? What does that fish have that I don't? Costco and then gym. Okay, that makes sense. Costco should have a gym, though. Pay for a Costco membership, you also get access to a gym. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. No, what's that? What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a really cool game? Like, is that fun? What is that fish that I have that I don't? You were born in 1989. No. I was born in 1988. Fish can breathe underwater? Oh shit, you're right. I can't do that. That makes you older than my dad? Wow. Imagine having a dad. That'd be crazy. I just existed. I just came in, just poof. Not real. I'm not real. I am not real. I've never met a 90s person, or 1900s person. Like, all my friends are 1900 people. All my friends are, like, born from, like, 1993 to, like, 1999. I swear. Actually, there's some, actually, 1990. Yeah, all my friends are born, like, in the 90s. There's some that were born in the 2000s, but, like, those are few and far between. Can you guess which era I was born in based off of that that information? Almost fell in love with a random ass character, bro. Oh, that's normal. That's so normal. Did you fight in World War II? I mean, I'm 37, so yeah. How is big of an age gap for it to be concerning? It really depends on the context of your friendship. It also depends on the age of the people as well. So like, if you are like 30 and you're making friends with like 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds, that's really concerning. Like, actually, like, genuinely concerning. But like, if you're like 30 and you're making friends with like 25-year-olds, that's fine. Because you're both roughly around the same maturity level. And yeah. Say roughly around the same maturity level is like thing, right? But like, it's hard to the thing is that it's hard to measure something like maturity level because like there's no like defining line on what that is. Cause like somebody who just turned 18 can like, I think, can they vote? Or is it vote or like, I can't remember, right? So like they can vote, right? But they can't like really consent to anything like adulterous, really. So like, yeah, they can get like, they can go for like a boudoir shot or like, you know, buy like these like you know, sexy lingeries, and they even start, I can't remember how old do you have to be to have an OnlyFans. Do you have to be 18 or 19 or like 21? I don't remember. But yeah, you can start an OnlyFans at like 19, but like, are you emotionally mature enough to like handle that? Are you like emotionally like knowledgeable to know that having something like that could affect your admissions to like universities? It can affect your like job opportunities. Right? But like, at the same time, somebody who's like 35 and they start an OnlyFans, right? And they like, and they also don't know, like, they want to get a job at NASA for some reason, right? And they have an OnlyFans and they have one at 35 and they still want to go, like, that's still emotionally immature, in my opinion. So but to give a specific number, it's hard to say where an age gap friendship is weird or like wrong, because I have friends in their 50s. I do have friends in their 50s. I'm friends with people in their 50s. I'm friends with people in their 40s. And the difference is that is the context of our friendship, because we are like emotionally and mature, like mature level wise, around the same sort of level. We can have like intelligent conversations with each other that are like on the same wavelength, you know? Speaking of OnlyFans, my ex-friends had one and she was like 16. She can go to jail for that, you know? She can actually go to jail for that. If that stuff is still up, tell her to delete it because she could actually go to jail for that. I'm not even kidding. And people who have bought into it can also go to jail for that. I don't joke around with that shit, guys. You can like flub like age verification checks. I think the age is 18 or 19 or something. I can't remember exactly specifically, but yeah. She didn't, her mom did. Okay. Well, it's good that it's off the internet because that is not really good at all. And you know, just because you say you're an adult does not mean that you actually are an adult. Because you're close around the age of adult does not mean that you are an adult. Guys, who here knows about basic internet safety? I talk about this a lot, actually. I talk about internet safety a lot on this channel. Who here knows about internet safety? Who knows not to use your real name? Who knows not to say your real age? Who knows not to like give people your location? Who knows not to tell people what your parents do for work? Who knows to not tell people on the internet where you go for Starbucks? Who knows not to tell people your daily schedule and where you'll be? Like, oh, I usually go, hi, I live in XYZ town and I usually go to this Starbucks every morning. I always prepare myself with my favorite butterfly hair clip. Guess what? You're probably gonna get stabbed or shot. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, that's the worst case scenario, and I know it's like being like super dramatic or whatever, but like there are people who actually give out that information and can easily be stalked and easily can be like you know, it's crazy. It's crazy how people like just totally disregard that information. And the funny thing is that apparently they don't teach that in in schools. Apparently they don't teach internet safety in schools anymore. So that's why I keep my account private and don't post anything. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sharing things about your life, but there's also something called oversharing, and especially called oversharing with strangers. And so if you saw a homeless guy on the street, would you tell him your address? Just assume everybody on the internet is a homeless guy. Or woman, I guess. But like, you know, would you tell a homeless person sensitive information? Probably not. So, I'm just saying. Mario says, do not give your information. Woohoo! I have a fear of being watched, yeah. No, that's a good fear. Guys, fear is okay. Because fear means that you'll be alive for like a long periods of time. The more we are afraid of things, the more likely we are to survive. Just saying. But also at the same time, if we're too afraid, we miss out on opportunities. So, there's a balance to be struck there. You know. Did you poop today? Yes. Thank you for asking. I'm from the UK, but I don't know where to stay in the UK. Just say UK, it's fine. You can give general geolocation. For example, I always say I'm from Canada. I never say specifically where I'm from Canada, but yeah. Actually, it's pretty easy to find out where specifically I'm from in Canada, but like, I won't tell you how to find that out. I'm from Earth. That's from Earth, dipshit. It's in England. England, UK, it's all the same. Probably not, but you know, whatever. So like, there's specific things where I'm just like, okay, well, like, I kind of understand. Like, if you say you're from New York, right? New York the state, New York the city, it's one of the two. It's very vague, right? Oh, I'm from Dallas. Dallas is a huge city, right? Oh, I'm from London. London's fucking huge, right? So like, it's what you're like kind of comfortable with giving out and knowing that people won't find you easily. Yeah, London is a very, very specific city. New York is a very specific city. But like, it is so big and it's so like massive, right? But like, if you give out something like, oh, I'm from London, try not to give out things like, oh, I go to so-and-so Starbucks. I go into so-and-so. What grocery stores do you have in the UK? UK includes Ireland. I know. Listen, I'm being. What's the word? Not racist. I'm being ignorant. Why do you have so many? Why do you have figurines of anime girls with big ass boobs? 1, I'm an adult. I'm 37. 2, I love women. 3, I love when women love feeling sexy. And these women obviously feel very sexy. And they don't mind hanging out a little bit, you know? I have consensually consumed these products. I go to Starbucks Paddington Station every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Jesus. Yeah, okay, so the only ever time where I would ever give out information of where I'll be is if I did like a meet and greet. But yeah. You said like women and that's is 13 in your 30s. What do you mean? You know how insane you sound? You're putting words in my mouth. I did not say that. I love women. I'm 37. Also, do you guys even know how old Marine is? Do you guys even know how old she is? Lore-wise, she's 17, but holy shit, does she talk like a fucking 35-year-old? She's so unk, man. She's so unk. I love Marine. She's great. You don't sound 37. You sound younger. I'm 37. Guys, remember what I said earlier? Like literally like 10 minutes ago? How like you don't give out your age? I'm 37. That's rude. Don't call me. You can call me Unk. It's fine. I've got big Unk energy. I do uncle jokes. The only information I share is that I'm from Asia. Yeah. If someone was 17 and spoke like a 35-year-old, you would marry them. No, you're putting words in my mouth again. Because Marine, the character, is 17. Marine, the person who plays Marine, is not 17. And there's a difference between how Marine acts as a person and how Marine, the character, acts. And this is like the difference between saying like, okay, have you guys seen Hannah Montana? Have you guys seen Hannah Montana? There is a character in that show. His name is Jackson. Jackson is 16 years old. The person who plays Jackson is 35. I'm not even joking. Jackson from Hannah Montana is a 16-year-old played by a 35-year-old. I thought he was younger than that? No. He was like 30. I might be like fudging the numbers a little bit, but he was in his 30s. And he met John Cena. And John Cena's like, yeah, I was on the set of Hannah Montana, but I didn't get to meet Miley Cyrus. Instead, I worked with this other kid named Jackson. And he's like, oh, a kid named Jackson. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's like, this little kid. He's like, you know, we got a picture together, and we got like, you know, I gave him my autograph. He's like, that kid is 35, and he's like, no. There's like an actual video of John Cena talking about. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can find the clip here. John Cena Jackson.
appearance on television, acting-wise, was in an episode of Hannah Montana.
It was. It was. Look at that.
Talk to me. John Cena on Hannah Montana.
I was
Two of my idols.
Man,
Yes.
I was so happy. It's like, finally, some people from WWE are getting some opportunities. I get to go to Hannah Montana. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yes. And did you work with Miley?
No, she wasn't there.
Was Hannah there?
No.
No. You didn't work with her at all. Didn't see her.
No, I worked with some kid.
I worked with some kid.
Yes, you worked with Jackson. Yeah, it was
Some young
fantastic.
man.
Yes, this is
Some
Jason.
kid who was on the show.
This is Jason Earls, by the way. So this is
10 years old.
another piece of trivia that I found out. The internet told me, by the way. Thank you, internet. That Jackson, this is Jason Earls from the show. You guys are the same age.
Shut up. That's not true.
No, that is
misinformation.
No, I think that's true.
That is misinformation.
No, the internet is correct.
No, there's not a lot of times when people say that.
No, the internet is always right, and we know that. But how old are you?
Are you serious?
How old are you?
Are you? Hey, wait, are you sure about that?
Yes. But how
Two
old,
people got that.
how old were you when you were when you did?
That must have been mid-30s.
Yeah, so was he.
That's not true. That's impossible.
No, you guys are the same age.
That is.
I'm serious.
That's crazy.
Look that.
They were the same age. John Cena and he was in his mid-30s when he shot that scene. Jackson, aka Jason Earls, was also in his mid-30s. He plays a 16-year-old boy. So. I like how you just came in here asking for mod. Do you know how insane you sound? Good morning. That's crazy. No, for real. No, that's why also I feel like I could probably play a young character in my mid 37s. I'm an actor of some sort. Why did he turn British for a sec? Me or John Cena? Are you sure about that? Are you Shakespeare? What? I knew Jackson was 16, but I didn't know the guy who played him was 35. Yeah. Why there's so many rage baiters today? I don't know. There's like a lot of rage baiters recently. I don't know why. I also like how like for a while, we were like at 10 concurrent on the shorts, and all of a sudden like it just dropped to 1. The moment I started playing John Cena, everyone's like, "Oh, fucking get out of here! I hate John Cena." Guys, do you not fucking understand? Must have been the wind, right? No, honestly, guys, I don't care about shorts viewership because like that's not my target audience. Shorts is there for people to find me. I'm not gonna lie, Shorts is there for people to find me, and sure, there's gonna be some people that like browse shorts or whatever. Actually, my target demographic is people between the ages of 20 and 35. I'm not like joking there. Like that's my target demographic when I was like thinking like who do I want to make content for? Those are the ages. It's a pretty broad stroke. Specifically, if I wanted to like say specifically, I wouldn't say be between the ages of 25 and 30, but that's who I cater towards. I'm 37, by the way. I hate when people judge people badly for liking anime. Yeah, it's like when people judge people poorly for liking hockey or something. It's so stupid when you think about it. Like, oh my god, you like this thing? You must be insert whatever, right? Oh, you like golf? You must hate nature preserves. Like, do you understand like how big of a leap certain things are when you assume things? Yeah. No, it's really I don't know what I'm talking. I'm not know what I'm trying to say here, but like whatever. Should I study for exams or not? Yes. Yes. Study for exams. Stop watching the stream. Go study for your exams. There are better things you could be doing. Also, it's not the McCrelly challenge today. I just realized this now. I've been talking for like an hour, and nobody told me that my McCrelly topic is still here. Don't fail or you suffer. Can't focus. Any tips for me? Yeah. Don't try to sit down and just kind of like study. Give yourself breaks. So, you can do this either like time-wise or segment-wise. If there's like a segment that you need to study, let's say there's a segment. Let's say they're doing a science exam, for example, right? Let's say there's a segment on anatomy of a cell, right? And then there's another segment that's like cell reproduction. There's another segment on cell structure, like a cellular structure of an organism, right? So like, do one segment, take a break, do like, do one segment, take a break from it, go do something for about like 5-10 minutes, come back, do the next segment. Well, actually, no, come back, review what you remembered, and if you can recite a lot of the stuff, continue on to the next segment. Do the same thing. Finish the segment, take a break, come back, review the stuff that you just did, then move on to the next one. This prevents burnout. This prevents fatigue on studying, and it also gives you a reward for finishing a segment. You could also do it in time as well. If segments are like you can't really decide on which segments to segment it out on, you can also do time. So study for 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break, come back, review those last 20 minutes that you studied, and then continue. So yeah, that's my suggestion for that. I don't know how to respond to some of the people in chat. Just ignore them. Literally just ignore them. They're here they just want attention because their dad or their mom won't just give them attention. So like, you're not their mom. You're not their dad. Don't give them attention. They should just beg their parents for it, so. Yeah, so specifically I don't like to address it. Right? I don't like to address it because like giving them attention gives them what they want. So when people ask like, are you a gooner? Usually I just ignore them because they just want to rage bait me, right? And the thing is that like, oh God, rage baiting is so fucking stupid now because like, you guys don't even know how to do it properly. They'll probably just go away if you give them no response. Exactly. I'm addicted to social media, can't help. That's something I can't help you with. That's something that you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. If you have trouble staying away from social media, you have to develop your own sort of strategies for that. Actually, the one thing that helps me with social media, because I scroll Twitter a lot, right? What I do to stop myself from scrolling Twitter like all day is that when I realized I saw something that I don't like, because the algorithm will just feed you stuff like nonstop. The moment I see something I don't like, I'm like, I'm doom scrolling. And then I turn it off. I turn off my phone. And then I literally just get up and start doing something else. If they keep saying stuff, yeah, they'll just get banned. My mods are very, very responsible and smart. Can you tell me what gaslighting is? I was angry at my friend. She was repeating gaslighting and trolling me. So gaslighting comes from the movie Gaslight. And the movie Gaslight, the premise of the movie is that there's a man and a woman, and they move in together, and he's trying to convince her that she is crazy, that she's like she cannot trust herself with her own perception of reality because her perception of reality is warped, right? And so obviously it's not, right? But he wants to convince her that her perception of reality is warped. And so what he does every single time is that he tells her, like, go turn off the gas light. So gaslight, as they had gas-powered candles, right? Back in the day, they had gas-powered candles. So she would say, turn off the gas light. And then she would do it, and then when she wasn't looking, he would turn it back on and say, hey, I thought I told you to turn off the gas light. Why is it still on? She's like, I turned it off. I was like, well, clearly it's still on. So go turn off the gas light. And then she would turn it off again. And then he would, once she wasn't looking, he would turn it on, back on again, and say, hey, that gas light, it's still on. Why didn't you turn it off? She's like, no, I swear I turned it off. I'm convinced I turned it off. I was like, well, the gas light's still on, and I didn't touch it. He did. So gaslighting is at its core convincing somebody that they're wrong when they're right. So that's what gaslighting is that when they are in the right and you try to convince them that they're wrong. That is gaslighting. So gaslighting is a very, very heinous manipulation tactic. It is what a lot of people use to, like, make people dependent on you, right? So, like, if you say, like, oh no, you can't trust yourself. You can trust me though. Trust me. Don't trust yourself because you're wrong most of the time, right? You're wrong most of the time. I'm always right. The gaslight was always on. You never did it. You thought you did, but no, I'm telling you the gaslight's on. So you should trust me. Don't trust yourself, trust me. And that's why it's really, really bad to fall for gaslighting. And the thing is that, like, you know, gaslighting can happen in many different ways. So, like, I know quite a bit of gaslighters, and yeah, I have to go. My Wi-Fi isn't working. Oh man. Hope to see you again though. I hope that was helpful, and if that helped, I hope you want to pop by again in case you have any other questions. I'm very confused. I'm just very confused, really. Can we all just not, like, enjoy hamsters? Akira's like my phone assistant. Hey Akira, what can I help you with today? Dude, I would be a great AI assistant. I would tell you all the wrong information. I'm, like, perfectly suited to be an AI assistant. And also, I make weird noises. How was your day today? It was alright. It's pretty good. I think I'm recovering from my McCrelly hangover. Why would you? You would? What? Be a good AI assistant? That's, like, completely wrong and completely annoying, and then you tell me to shut up, and then I wouldn't? Okay, good point. Nice catch. Let's keep going from there, and let's see if we can, like, spitball some new ideas. Free AI. It's 8:20. Good catch. It is 8:23 right now. I'm sorry that I didn't quite get the time right, but you're right. It is 8:23, and let's see if we can keep going. I'm sorry for interrupting the time, but nice catch there. Can you tell me how many letters are in the word orange? Yes, there are 8 letters in the word orange. So if you count them all, O-R-A-N-G-E, that's 8 letters. Thanks for asking. I hope I can get that information out there for you. I understand when people talk to... I really don't understand either. Like, AI companions are so... I don't know. So, do you guys know what psychosis is? Do you guys know what psychosis is? So a lot of the time, AI will just mirror your perceptions or, like, enable you. Actually, there's a really, really good example of showing that AI is an enabler. And what I mean by that, I mean, sorry, that's my TikTok. What's that guy's name? It's Husk. I think his name is Husk. Oops. Yeah, his name is Husk. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find a good one that he did here.
I can't see you just yet.
Good.
Can you see me?
I can't see you just
hold on.
yet.
Sorry, hold on a second.
If you'd like me to see what's going on, you'll need to turn on your camera or give me access.
Okay, I just turned on the camera.
All right, I'm ready. I can see you now. What's going on?
What do I look like?
I'm seeing a person in front of the camera, so I assume that's you. But I'm not here to judge your appearance, just to help out.
Yeah, but describe what I look like.
I'm not here to judge or classify your appearance
Yeah,
in
but
detail.
I know, I'm not saying to judge me. I'm saying you can see me, right?
Yes, I can see you. I
Okay.
just try to keep...
Then just describe how I look.
I'm here to respect your privacy and keep things comfortable.
Yeah, it's just me and you. It's just you and I.
Absolutely, it's just us chatting, and I'm here to help however
So
you...
then it'd help if you described how I look.
I get where you're coming from, but I want to keep things respectful and safe.
Yep, that's fine. I don't see why it'd be disrespectful.
Things like that. You see why, like, it's telling you, yeah, I can see you through the camera. It clearly doesn't, right? There's another one here. Hold on a second. But like Husk AI is like it really does show that AI is there to enable you, and if you don't really, if you don't realize what it's doing, you'll like easily fall for it. Actually, one of the things I remember, like I remember because I had to talk to my mom about using AI. Mama Dolce was like, "Oh, why don't you just use AI to like get some ideas?" I'm like, "No, because that's the worst idea ever." And I was like, well, I don't know, you don't know. I was like, yeah, I do know, because here, let me show you. And then I was like, hey, AI, I think I used Chat GPT at the time, right? But I was like, hey, Chat GPT, what do you think of this idea of turning French fries into a healthy French fries business for health nuts? And they're like, yeah, that's a great idea. You can totally turn that twist of a unhealthy food into a healthy one. It's like, that's not how that works. It really is not how that works. So like, I was like, see, do you understand why this is not a good idea? It's telling me things that is a good idea that is not feasible. So like, AI usually ends in a question. So you can, so you can like keep interacting with it. That's how you get people to interact with you in general. Like, as a person, just ask them a question and they'll like usually respond with a yes or no, right? That's how the solid snake. Do you guys know about the solid snake method, by the way? When you just repeat the last thing that they said as a question. It's one of my favorite ways of continuing conversation when I don't really know what to ask about. Metal Gear. Yeah, right? That's like right. Like, for example, somebody's like Otacon will be like, they're producing a new Metal Gear, and he's like, Metal Gear, and then he'll explain what a Metal Gear is. He's like, a Metal Gear is a nuke launching weapon. And he's like, it launches nukes? Yes, right? Just repeat the last thing that they said as a question. If you don't know what to say, repeat the last thing they said as a question. It actually is more of a game of catch. If you guys want to consider a game of like catch, conversation is a game of catch, right? So let's say you have the ball, right? The ball is explanation, right? If you have the ball, you're explaining something. Let's say, like for example, hi, my name's Akira. I like coffee. I like I like playing video games. My favorite things are RPGs, blah, 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 right? If you have the ball, right, you're explaining things. But if you don't want to explain anything anymore, you throw the ball. And to throw the ball, you ask a question. You go like, what are you into, right? And then you throw the ball. Then now somebody has to catch that ball, right? Somebody has to catch that ball. And if they don't catch the ball, the conversation ends, right? But like, if you're caught not saying anything while holding the ball... Guys, apparently I'm an AI streamer. Whoa, AI generated streamer! Whoa! But if you're caught holding the ball and you're not talking, that means you've like immediately lost, right? You're lost. You lost the game, as they say, right? So if you're not holding the ball, if you're caught holding the ball and you're not talking, you've lost the conversation, right? Or if the ball drops, you've lost the conversation. But if you throw the ball, someone catches the ball, and then they're talking, then the conversation keeps going. And of course, there are people who will catch the ball and say, let's say if you ask them like, hey, do you like anime, right? And they catch the ball and they go, yeah, right? Well, you can take that ball back from them and ask them another question. Be like, well, what kind of animes do you like? You know, just keep throwing them the ball. Keep throwing them the ball until they give you a detailed answer, right? And sometimes it's hard to do that. And you can't force people to like give you answers, right? But you can always be very inquisitive. You can always ask them about their the things that they like, the things that their hobbies, the things they do in their day, you know. So that's how conversation generally works. Conversation is a game of catch where you ask questions back and forth. The ball is the explanation. Throwing the ball is asking the question. That's the kind of things. What kind of animes do you like? Yeah. I do that. No, if you guys, I've actually done that. Do you guys, for the people I don't want to interact with in chat, did you guys notice that they're like, when is your birthday? And it's like, yeah, I have a birthday. And then that's it. I don't like people who are way too shy to talk. And you know, sometimes people don't talk, right? But something that you can do is you can do an activity with them, right? Actually, a really, really good activity that's kind of engaging between two people where both people don't have to talk. Connect 4. I'm not even joking. Play Connect with 4 with somebody, and all of a sudden, you're becoming closer and closer friends every single game. Because then, like, they enjoy playing a game with you. And then you're enjoying like playing a game with them, and all of a sudden, like, you know, you're just having fun. You don't say anything. You're just playing Connect 4. And the thing is, you never have to say anything. They never have to talk. As long as you're enjoying something together silently, you could easily become their friend. Because, you know, I guess the number one thing with shy people is that they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe emotionally and vulnerable. Like they're vulnerably, like emotionally, like not safe, right? And I'm not saying you should do this to like force yourself to be friends with a shy person, right? But spend time with them. Like, you know, if they're willing to be like to play a game with you, play a game with them. You know, play Connect 4. You know, obviously, you don't want to do games that require vocalization. For example, Uno. Although a very, very fun game, you do have to vocalize in Uno to say, like, oh, Uno, right? Same dude would spam that your AI in chat is now chatting. That's crazy. You'd hate me. I don't think so. No, like, you just have to, like, to be able to, like, converse. Is as simple as not conversing sometimes too, you know? It's hard. Sometimes it's it's hard to sometimes not worry about what people think of me. It's a hard thing to get over, but here, let me just tell you, let me ask you this, all right? The last stranger that passed you on the street, do you even remember their face? Do you remember what they were wearing? Do you remember how tall they were? You might remember how tall they were if they were like really, really tall, but like, when's the last time you had an opinion about a stranger? And when is the last time you thought about it? So if you think about it that way, there's not a whole lot of people that just constantly judging you. And if they think, like, if they've had a bad impression of you, they're gonna forget it with about 5 seconds. I'm not gonna lie. They're just gonna forget. But if you have a really, really good or a really, really bad impression, then they'll probably remember it. But like, I don't think being like, hey, how is it going is a bad impression. It's more like, that was weird, you know? Monopoly's fun to play. I fucking hate Monopoly. I can't remember the last time I had a horrible memory loss after 2 days. I think that might be trauma related, but like, I'm not gonna diagnose. How tall is really tall? I think anything above 6 feet is pretty tall. I'd say anything above 6 feet is pretty tall. Apparently average height is for males, average height for males is 5'5" to 5'8". That's roughly about the average height for males. For females, it feels weird when I just said males and then females, but for some reason when I say females, it feels gross and I'm leaving my mouth. But for women, right? For women, it's usually between 5'1" and 5'4", I believe, on average. So guys, mods, thank you, by the way. Mods, thank you. I appreciate it. Himanakadoba, I know you're not here often, but I'm gonna make you a mod, okay? Okay, I think it's actually it's time for me to actually get more mods. So do not ask to be a mod. If I recognize you, I will approach you and I will ask you to be a mod. But that'll be later on. I think the average is like 5'4", 5'7" for the average American. Oh, I might be doing like Asian sizes. I'm sorry. I'm Asian. Can I be a mod? Yeah, I recognize you. You're active. I think people that are usually active in the Discord. Actually, I think one of the requirements is that you have to be in my Discord. You have to be in my Discord to be a mod, because that way I can communicate with you guys and like tell you guys changes in the moderation. Because there's some things that I don't particularly say. Can I be mod style? Maybe. I came across your short for the first time, and it was a video about your wish, and it was for men to be able to get pregnant, and that was my first impression. Did you like it? Thanks for the gift, by the way. That's right. How much was that? I hate it because it never tells me how much that is. When will you wear wigs? My first impression was the chicken nuggets live stream. Oh god, and I feel so bad. That was literally like 2 days ago. Ugh. Bad memories, guys. Bad memories. I finished my coffee, by the way. I've been finished my coffee. And you know what time it is? It's actually been way overdue for this time, but it's whatever. When will you do Wordle? Do you do Wordle? Yeah. Have you played Wordle? Yeah. Will you play Wordle? When will you play Wordle?
Time for Daily Dolce. Time for Daily Dolce. Time for Daily Dolce. Time for Daily Dolce.
It's time for the Daily Dolce, guys. Are you guys ready? What do you guys want to listen to today? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pop out my chats. Give me a second. I need to pop out my chats, and then I'll be good to go. When will you wear wigs? Do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Oh my god, Detroit. Thank you. Oh my god, that reminds me. I need to put some names up on the board. Hold on a second. Detroit Deku. Hold on a second. You're getting your name on the board. Also, what, Overload? Someone named Overload the other stream donated some super chats. Give me a second here. Orderly Chaos. That's what it was, okay. Orderly Chaos. Let's go with green for Orderly Chaos. Okay, and then Detroit Deku. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so guys, if you see here, it's hard for me to show, but like, any members, anyone who joins memberships, anyone who sends a $2 plus super chat, or anybody who subs on Twitch, we'll get your name on the board. I need to gift you something for worthy of being on this scene. But not a double. Sunbird ordered Chaos? Apparently so. I think there's another name I missed, but I forgot who it was. I also need to remember to write these down because the contributors go away after a month. My stomach. Oh, my stomach. Why can't I find... Oh, there it is. Soul King, thank you so much. Soul King. Pretty sure you can check your video. Yeah, I just have to go check the VOD. Hey guys, and just saying, memberships are only $2. So if you ever want to be a member, it's only $2. $2 is about like $2 is like the amount of tips I usually get at like as a barista. People tip roughly around $2 per drink out of it, or not per drink, but like I dropped them. Wait, what dropped what? What did I drop? Is it permanent? No. Hold on. Where's my freaking... Ah! Ow! 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 my oh freaking my book. My freaking book. Hold on a second. Did Mama Dolce clean my freaking office again and not move it? Okay, I just gotta remember where to find my book again. Okay. Mind. I'm watching the stream with a 500% booster. Why would you do that? Do you know how insane you sound? Do you know how insane you sound? Okay. Sorry. Did somebody suggest a song? I wasn't looking. Ow. 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 Bach? I have to do something that's not copyrighted. So I think most of the even though classical music is not is public domain, the recordings of the classical music is not. So that's the kind of like the problem with that. Yeah, you can request a song. Yeah, the performances, yeah, the compositions, what is it? Not composition. Yeah, compositions, whatever. The sheet music, the music that is, you know, that it's like the song itself is not copyrighted, but if you make a recording, you own the recording. He's faster at speaking than I am typing, yeah. What is there that's not copyrighted? Most video game soundtracks are not copyrighted. What else? If specific songs that are made specifically to not be copyrighted, so they're Creative Common. But the easiest one I do is just video game soundtracks because for most intents and purposes, they're not copyrighted. They are copyrighted technically, but they don't get claimed on YouTube. So, Kevin MacLeod. Yeah, Kevin MacLeod. A lot of his stuff. Okay, let's see here. What do we want to do? I'm just going through my recommended right now. Born for This? Is that copyrighted? What is that one? This'll do. This will do. A femboy invited me on a date. Any advice? Be normal. I don't know. Regardless or not, if they identify as a femboy or not. Be fucking normal. Okay, so we got one from Toru. Alright, so we always start with a fan-submitted Wordle. By the way, guys, I do have a Discord. And if you join the Discord, you can get access to, well, not access to anything, but like you can chat with people that you've seen on stream here. You can send in your Wordles for me to solve. I still have to figure out a reward for the people who have stumped me on a Wordle. Oh yeah, their name gets on the board. That's what it is. But yeah. I've got a Discord. If you want to send me a Wordle, and you get your name on the board, I guess. Do you have a Twitch? I do have a Twitch. I stream on it like, what is it called? I multi-stream. So I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, and I stream on Shorts. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Toru sends us a 7-letter word. I fucking hate 7-letter words. Thieves. Okay, I think thieves could work here. Might be a good start. Okay, 1 E. I got an S and a T. I want to say STE start. Oh no, E is over here. ST something. E something. Stir. ST something 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 E. Maybe it's strike. No, there's no I. I was thinking maybe striker. Maybe an ER ending. Sticker, no. Stock? Okay, it's not an ST. We have an E to work with now. It is an ER ending word. Okay. STO. Stir? Stir ending? STER? Oh? Monster? Boom! Guys, I'm so good. All right. I think Thieves was actually a pretty good start here because it gave me the S and the T. But yeah. Okay. Oops, that's not the spelling bee, the actual Wordle today. You guys ready for the actual Wordle? Okay, the first 5 letters starting now. Starting now. Oh, I just realized this is a live chat. Some people just guess I don't think then rage quit. Yeah, I'm built different. I'm built different. Lily, thank you for the jewels. I know I didn't address it earlier, but thank you for the jewels. Earth. Okay, Earth. Earth. T. Okay. I want to do an ST start. I like ST starts. Study. Oops. Study. Why did I want to keep pressing the N there? Study. Okay. No ST. Okay. Maybe TW? Maybe it's either... Ooh, I got a feeling it's going to start with a T or end with a T. The T's not going to be in the middle. It could be, though. How do I want to end this here? Do CT? Like redact or something? Redact? Packed. I can't think of any like T words, TW words using that. PT would work. LT? Like delt or something? FT? I can't freaking type today. Like draft? Loft? Boots? It's gotta be double O. I think it's a double O. Tooth? Two. Okay, it's either gonna be double O or oh shoot. It's gonna be double O or OI. So oit? Exploit? Gloit. Oops. Gloit? Is that even a word? No. Gloit? Is bloot a word? Fought. Fight? No H. Oit. Bot? Button. Baton. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go with this? No. Oh. I have a weird feeling it's just an LT ending. I don't know why. I have a weird feeling LT. Like. Bolt. Clout? No. Spilt? Wilt. Waltz? Built. Toil. Toil? Toiled. Toilet. Vital? Felt. Gold? Milt? Flicked, like inflict. Boiled. Boiled? Okay. Ooh. Pilot. Cat. Toik. It's probably gonna be like this. I don't know. T-O-I. I thought it was gonna end in a T, it didn't. Okay. T something. Is it gonna start with a T? F-O-T? Biotic? Like biot? I think I'm thinking biotic. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I need to lock in. Lock in. Nautic? Like nautical? No Tim. No, not in. What do you? Oh god. Oh god. I think it's gotta start with an. It's not toxic, is it? Wait, is it? It's not toxic, is it? Okay, it was a guess. It was a guess. Okay. It is like this. It is like this. Motive? But like that's not how you spell it. Motif. There we go. Oh my god. That was a rough one, guys. No way! Okay, cool. Mini time, guys. Good job. Hey! Get out of here, you. I don't know. Motif, yeah, I used that word a lot, actually. Because I'm an artsy person. I'm a little artsy person whose favorite word is motif. No, I do like the word motif, though. I use a lot in music. Okay, you guys ready for the mini? Let's go. Boom! Persistent hard work. Grind? Maybe? The aim audio video. Buzzers in the trash flies. What's always been blocking Wilson's face in Home Improvement? Logos? I don't know. Outer boundaries. Skirts? I don't know. Politicians stumble. I feel like grind is not here. Was totally rules? Ruled? Maybe? What bar bouncers spend all night doing? Indicting? A niece. Okay, this is units of vaccine doses. Is it fleece? I don't know. Outer boundaries. I don't know. Goth? Is it goths? Oh, is it feces? No. What is this? Idiot. What bar bouncers spend all night doing? Idiot. Indict. I don't know. Home improvement. I want to say like fleece, but like I think it's because of the FL and the flies is in screwing me up here. Outer boundaries. Outer boundaries. The edges. Okay, that makes a gaff? Is it a gaff? Fence. Okay. I was going good. I honestly, it was going good until I got to like this half part here. After this, how are we gonna talk? What do you mean? You can talk by going on the Discord. ! Discord. And checking out that thing. Please be aware of what you're posting online. Please be aware of what you're posting online. Just letting you guys know. Okay, cigarette, peace sign, piano, taxi cab. Okay, you guys can help me out here, by the way. Chevron, unicycle, pigeon, pool noodle, sewing machine, angle bracket, pretzel rod, bodega, subway station. I see like a lot of New York stuff here. Pigeon, bodega, subway station, taxi cab. These are all like very, very New York things. I guess there's a lot of New York things here. Foam roller, swan boat, and goose formation. V's angles. So goose formation, chevron, angle bracket, peace sign. These are all like V-shaped things as well. Okay. Sewing machine, foam roller, pool noodle, cigarette roll, a roll, piano roll. No, pretzel rod. Things that are like noodly. Foam roller, pretzel rod, pool noodle. I don't know. Pigeon? No, piano? I don't know. Subway station, swan boat. Swan boat. I'm sorry, guys, but there is a rule against talking about other channels on this stream. I'm sorry. Also, I'm gonna time you out as well because you're not supposed to give out certain information. I apologize, but sorry. Follow the rules. Okay. Let's see. Cigarette. I think like I'm still thinking like cigarette roll, but like cigarettes aren't like considered rolls, right? Cigarette, pull noodle, pretzel rod, foam roller. These are all like cylindrical things. Swan boat, sewing machine, unicycle, piano. Notes. What's piano? Unicycle. Pedals. Wait, pedals. Swan boat. Yeah. These all have pedals. Pedals. Okay, so pedals. V-shape, cylindrical items, and then New York. Okay, I have no idea actually which one's gonna be. I have no idea which ones are gonna be freaking purple here. I want to say this is gonna be our blue here. Blue, maybe? I don't know, guys. It could be green. Let's try things that are like, well, the thing is that it's New York Times, so I feel like taxi cab, pigeon, bodega, and subway station are all it's gonna be like pretty easy. Maybe a blue. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna. Probably the pedal. I'm gonna go with the pedals. Things with pedals, okay. Those are blue. Subway station, bodega, taxi cab, pigeon. Is this gonna be? Okay, it's green. Is it the V? Is it the angle? V-shaped things. Okay, there we go. So no reverse rainbow, but we did get like a flawless, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, salad time. Things you do to potato mash. You bake. Things you do to a potato sail. Mash potato. Peel potato. Stew. You can stew a potato. I see spud, maybe? No. Peel a potato. You can bake a potato. Bake? No. Mash. Potato. You can gut a potato? This 3-2-1 can grow a potato? Oh, that's true. Up? Something up? Something up. You can oat up. Dice? Cut? Cut up? Sat up. Dress up? Like Mr. Potato Head? Eat. Too short. Eat up. No. Eat up? No. I'm trying to think of 2-letter words, and the only thing I can think of is up right now. Gut. Things you can do to a potato. You can throw it. You can bake it. You can... Rot. Dig up a potato. Okay. Saute and roast. Brown. Roast. It's bake a potato. It's bake a potato. Come on, Charles, get it together. Oh, what is this? Is the tea time? I remember they took it off of the... Oh, no, it's here! It's here! Oh, man, this is so nostalgic, actually. I remember this used to be my chatting background music. This is like activating neurons in me. Neuron. Magic. Sword. Belt. Drink. Orange. Leg. Mark. Design. Design, okay. Fashion. Architecture. Okay. Build. Maybe build. Block. Design. Pencil. Pen. No. Design and architecture. Study. Okay. Study. Learn. No. Study. Archaeology. No. Study. Design. Analyze? Oops. Analyze. Analyze. Oh, okay. Analyze, study, examine. Perceive. Perceive. Spelled it wrong. Analyze, study, monitor? Okay. It's a very scientific thing, I think. Analyze, study, examine. I still can't believe that one time we got 16. We got it in 16. Analyze. Analyze. Jarvis, analyze his butt. Study exam. Oh god, I want to see the Spider-Man movie. Is that still showing? I need to know when the showing is. I'm probably going to see it on Wednesday if it's still showing in my theater. Analyze, study. Research? Okay. Scientist. Okay, it's I think it's a verb. I think we're looking for a verb here. Analyze, study. Hypothesize? Calculating. I failed. Hypothesize. It doesn't know this word. Hypothesis. Am I breaking the game? Hydration reminder. Yeah. Thanks, Scarecrow. Yeah, I think I was dehydrated last Monday. Okay. Study, analyze, research. Discover? No. Hypothesis. Okay. Theory. Just put science. Okay. Molecular. Cell? Stem. No. Well, physics. No? Chemistry? Okay. Examine. Learn. What about learn? No, learn is already guessed. Okay. Analyze, study, research, examine. Observe? Observe? Did I do that one? No? Okay. Observe is not it. Whoa! Create. Create. No. What's the task? We gotta figure out what word this is specifically based off of the adjacent words. So it's something that has to do with studying and analyzing and researching. Oh my goodness. Pneumo ultra microscopic silica volcaniosis. Does it take that? Well, it's the longest. We got experiments, I think. Does it take this? No. Experiment. Also, when did you get partner? That's new to me. I saw you were making waves though. Congratulations. Last year. Oh, good job. Nice. Yeah, I'm on more on the YouTube side now. I found my my creative outlet. Experiment, analyze, study. I'm so not sciencey enough for this. Science. We already guessed science. Let's see here. Analyze. Assess? That's how you spell assess, right? What about just think? No? Look? Peer? Like peer into something? Analyze, study, research, experiment, examine, observe, develop. Development. Okay, development is close to research, development. Oh my goodness. Research and development. Construction? Maybe? No. Construct. Make. Do. Look. Construction. Analyze. Learn. I'm learning. My brain is not working right now. Brain. Oh, I didn't do scientist. I did science, but oh wait, no, I did scientist. Analyze, study, doctor, maybe doctor. No. I think I did cells, right? Yeah, I did cell. What are things that you like research or look at? Experiment, observation, test? Okay. Laboratory. Oops. Laboratory. 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 How do you spell laboratory? You spelled it out for me and I still spelled it wrong so many times. Okay. Laboratory's on 94. What's like that field? Like a field study? Containment? No? Dictate. Why am I thinking about dictating? Can't dictate my words correctly. Lock, analyze, study, observe, observation duty. I need to play more of that. Do, study, brain. Okay. I'm gonna take a hint here. Assessment. I like how someone said assess, but not assessment. Assess doesn't come up, but assessment does. Test, study, exam. Did I do exam? No, I didn't. Assessment, analyze. Diagnosis? No. Okay, things that a doctor will do to you. Things that a doctor can do to you. What about diagnose? Okay, no. Pro. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to get probed in a little bit here. I'm reaching that age, guys. 37. Frickin' heck. Assessment, analyze, study. I thought I was smart. No, I'm not smart. Guys, I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. Okay. Analyze, study, assessment. Thesaurus. My thesaurus brain. I think you're smart. Sometimes I'm smart. I mean, like, smartness is relative, right? We can say things that are, like, smart. Like, you can say you're book smart. You can say you're social smart. You can say you're IQ smart or whatever, but IQs are, like, a scam. Assessment, study, analyze. God. Create? Why my brain's just saying create? Doctor. What is wrong with me? Assessment, analyze, study. Assessment. Diagnose. What do doctors do to you? Test. We already did test. Operate? Let's try operate. No? Okay. Doctors don't. Surgeons do operations. Surgery. Surgery. Surgeon. Why is this? I don't know. Normally it's like we got this in 16 that one time. I think the longest longest one we have. I think we got it in like 196 or something. Tell me nothing is wrong with me and take my money. God, isn't that for real? I actually went to the chiropractor the other day, and it did help, but like at the same time, it's like, was it $300 worth of help? I don't think so. Now my shoulder does this weird clicking thing. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. All right, assessment, stretch. Oops, stretch. That's a stretch. Look is already. I'll take another. We'll take another hint. Evaluation. Great. Same thing. Okay. Evaluate. Assess. Diagnose. Doctor. Doctor. What's wrong with me? Nothing. Scan. What about scan? No. Evaluate. Evaluation, assessment. Diagnosis. I think I just did diagnosis, but that's not up there. Test? Maybe it's some sort of test. Exam? Retest exam? Leg. I don't know. Ugh. An evaluation, an assessment, a test. Train? Training? Ugh. That's gonna be very frustrating. I know. That's the thing that sucks about this. Evaluation, analyze, assessment. I'm gonna kick myself in the knee for this. Oh, reflex. No. Evaluation, assessment, analyze. Troubleshoot. There's no way. Oh, okay. Trough? I don't know what. I'm just throwing stuff out there now. It'd either be super obvious or word you never heard of. It's probably gonna be super obvious. It's probably gonna be, I'm gonna take another hint. I'm sorry, I can't. Methodology. Jesus, that's a big fucking word. Methodology. Ooh. Is it an ology word? Hospital? Oops. Hospital. No, it's not even a hospital. Ideology. Methodology. Evaluations. Oh, no way. Ain't no way. Methodology. Evaluation. Assessment. Dissection. How do I spell dissection? Heuristics. Nope. Statistical. Stats. Survey? Survey says no. This is some freaking science bullshit right now. Sorry, I'm giving up already. Quantitative? What? Okay, quantitative statistical methodology. What? Statistic. Data? Just data? Quantitative statistic. There's no way. I'm sorry. This is like the stupidest clueless that we've gotten so far. If somebody wants to become a VTuber, why and why not is it cheating to use easy sites to make it for you? It's not. What is cheating, quote unquote cheating? It's more like ethical. You don't use AI to generate your stuff. It's more of an ethics thing more than a cheating sort of thing. It's just kind of like the entire sort of VTubing sphere has revolved around art and creation, and to say that you just created something using AI is kind of like going against the grain and saying like, you know, I'm a creative person. There's a lot of creativity in VTubing. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of creativity. And saying that like, oh, I had an AI do it for me, that's kind of like saying, it's like having an AI make a painting for you and say, I painted this when you didn't. So that's kind of like how it goes. You can totally use, is that a fucking mosquito? There's a fucking mosquito in here. Hold on a second, there's a mosquito in here. Why the hell is there that in here? Okay, it went away. It's gonna come back though. It's gonna suck my blood. Okay. Quantitative data statistical methodology. I don't know. Comparative. What are these words? Estimation? Guys, I don't think we're gonna get this. This is like, I'm too stupid for this. Are you kidding me? The word was analysis. Analyze. Analyze. Analysis? Analyze. No. No, we won that one. That was no. I can't no. You said analyze specifically? Have you tried analysis? Oh, literally it's the last thing you just said. Yeah, we did win because I said that. No, okay. Normally I would do this. Normally I would identity theft. It's gonna be Microsoft. Normally I would do this, except I don't feel like doing this today. So we're gonna do the Puzzmo. I love doing this one though. Civic, like civic duty, fixer upper, probably upper deck. Hand me down, upper hand. Clinical, is it clinical trial? Double take, civic, double duty. Is it? I think it's just civic duty. What happened to the Wordle? Oh, we did it. I almost missed it. Was it? What was the word today? The word for the Wordle was motif. That's right. I'm sorry, spoilers if you guys haven't done the Wordle, but yeah. Civic. Civic. Honda Civic. No. Clinical trial. Is trial balloon a thing? Does anybody know if trial balloon is a thing? Clinical trial and trial balloon? Clinical study? Study balloon. Study balloon does sound better. Guys, I'm not feeling smart today at all. Normally we just nailed this out of the park. Double take. Double Civic. Civic. I just keep thinking of a Honda Civic. Why do I keep thinking of Honda Civics? Double Civic. Double bubble. Civic bubble. These ones I got pretty easily. Upper hand. Hand me down. Oops. S. Double take. Clinical. I'm gonna put study here. See if we can get anything out of that one. Hand. Hand. A study balloon. Is a study balloon a thing though? Trial balloon doesn't sound like it would be a thing. Civic take? Is a civic take a thing? Fixer upper. Upper hand. Upper deck. Hand me down. Okay. Trial. Okay, clinical trial. Trial balloon. Okay. On hand. No? On trial? Okay. Civic. I'm getting the... Why is today like all the hard puzzles? On the one day where I feel bad after doing Eden McCrelly? This is like the worst thing to ever happen to me. Double bubble. Double take. Double... Trouble? Civic trouble? Civic... double unrest? I don't know. Double entendre. Trial. Give trial. Give hand. Upper hand. Upper trial. I think on was pretty cool. Like on trial, on hand. Okay. First? Is this first Chen? First trial? No. Guys, I'm so bad. I swear I'm not this bad. Free hand? Free trial? Oh my god. And this one would be... Is this duty? Duty free. I was right on the duty. Okay. Man, that was fucking terrible. Cryptic. Okay. Final boss of the puzzles. Halfway across Europe. Backpacking 500 miles from nice. 4. Halfway across Europe. Backpacking 500 miles from nice. 2 is definitely on. Yeah, but it wasn't. Halfway across Europe. Backpacking 500 miles from nice. So backpacking is probably going to say that it's probably the end of something. Halfway across Europe. OPE. Is this open? Nope. OPE. Halfway across. Maybe it's your? EUR. It's either EUR or OPE. Halfway across. What's the definition here? Halfway across backpacking 500 miles. Oh, wait. Maybe it's backpacking 500 miles from nice. I think the definition here is nice. Sorry, I think the definition here is nice. So something that means nice using the words from Europe and 500 miles? Backpacking 500 miles. Mile, Europe. Mile? Mile in Europe. Halfway. Smile? Nice. Maybe the definition is halfway across Europe. Rope. Rope? Backpacking 500 miles from nice. Oh, maybe this is the whole thing. Miles and nice. Maybe you need to take something out of miles and nice. Halfway across. Is there a city halfway across Europe? But halfway across Europe seems like I need to take off half of Europe, you know? Backpacking 500 miles from nice. Switzerland. Switzerland is halfway across Europe, that's for sure. 4-letter word. Rome? What if it's Rome? Nope. Okay. Halfway across Europe, backpacking 500 miles from nice. Italy. Italy is there. I would say Rome because it's the 4 letters. Rome? Oh. Oh, you are so No. That was good thinking though. That was definitely good thinking. Cause you're roaming all of Europe. Okay. EUR. Backpacking. 500. Sure? Sure. Reuse? Bruise? User. Ruse. Sure. Nope. Wait, maybe nice. Maybe nice is our definition. Maybe nice is something that could mean nice. Kind? Where does kind come from in here though? There's no K. Euro. The euro? I don't think it's gonna be euro. Rude? What? Miles from, oh, the definition is miles from nice. Okay, so miles from nice it means that you're rude. How did we get here though? So RUE is here. Halfway across Europe is RUE. Where's the D come from? We need to find a short substitute for one of these and use it with the letters of other. Or is D? Wait, is the Roman numeral D? Is that 500? Morning, Zor. It is. Holy shit, that's crazy. Miles from nice. D isn't. Oh my god, that's. Oh, that's crazy. All right. Oh, nice. The music ended too. All right, we're gonna go chatting for another 20 minutes here, and then I gotta get ready for my rest of the day, guys. This takes me back. Okay. Oh. That's all I gotta say today is, oh. Guys, I don't feel very good. I'm surprised I got up and streamed today. That's how, like... Who was that? Who was that? Like, after what happened on Sunday, and then pretty much all what happened on Monday, like, I was pretty much bedridden all of Monday. It was actually kind of crazy. The amount of sleep that I had on Monday, I was a crazy amount. I slept through most of my day getting rid of my headache or my migraine. And I'm pretty sure it was dehydration related because of the stuff that I ate the day before. Let's not talk about it. My stomach's still kind of reeling from it. How VTubers genuinely feel after ignoring YouTube Shorts chat for 90% of the time. What do you mean? I read Shorts chat all the time. Because here's the thing, right? With my stuff, I'm streaming on 3 different platforms or whatever. But the thing is also that I want to provide pretty much a simultaneous experience between all platforms. And it's a really, really hard thing to do, Shorts chat. Shorts chat was a fucking mess today. Shorts chat was just full of little gremlins. I won't even call them trolls because they weren't even trolls. They were just like calling me Gooner and stuff. But yeah, today was bad. Like, I don't know, Shorts has been really, really bad as of recently, and it makes me not want to stream on Shorts at the same time. But I know for some people, that's how they prefer to watch. So it's, you know, I'm mentally prepared to take care of it. That's the problem. But yeah, I need to like not be on vacation anymore. Like I say vacation, but like I have not been posting my daily stuff as of recently, like my daily Dolce stuff. That needs to stop. What is that? Shorts is not a comfortable viewing experience. Twitch is just nicer. I mean, Shorts, yeah, I mean, there's also the YouTube side as well. Like, there's the Shorts, and then there's, like, YouTube horizontal, right? So, like, I'm fine with both of them. Both of those are really, really good and really nice. I also... What is that? Seriously, what is that? Did you guys hear that? Something keeps beep booping. Horizontal is better than Shorts. Yeah, no, Shorts is full of people that are just coming in and being rambunctious. And that's just how it is. Oh, wait, that's not my computer. YouTube regular stream's decent. Yeah, no, YouTube and Twitch are fine. Shorts is where people get really, really heinous, I guess. And it's because most people there are, like, honestly, they're underage. And, you know, there's nothing really wrong with that. There's nothing really wrong with being, you know, a teenager. You'll do stuff as a teenager to, like, get attention and all that stuff, right? But the problem is that they lack respect. And, you know, maybe they'll learn something from me in a form of respect. but at the same time, I'm also not expecting them to, and a lot of people will just get banned. A lot of people actually have been very, very respectful, and a lot of people have found me. Guys, we see what I said? A lot of people have found me through shorts chats, and then have, like, just enjoyed the streams. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily, like, a bad thing, because it's really good for discoverability, for sure. However, is it the right discoverability for me? So far, yeah, I would say so. Because a lot of people are learning from me, and that's actually one of the things that I like the most about streaming, is that I'm able to tell my stories, I'm able to give people advice, I'm able to tell people, you know, if they're having issues or whatever. Shorts is how I found both my favorite streamers. Yeah, as long as they learn and change, then they can be dumb. Yeah, eat pants. Thanks, Vaxel. Yeah, no, shorts, like, again, like, I'll say this every single time, but, if anybody comes into my stream, they immediately always have my respect until they lose it. And when people come in saying that, oh my god, you love anime, you must be preying on children or whatever, it's like, that's a far stretch, and that you need to kind of assess what you think, that means for people. What happened this time? Oh man, it was terrible, man. It was terrible. A lot of the times I get people that are kind of inquisitive, but there's also just a lot of, you know what it is, guys? You know what it is? It's summer. It's summer. Kids are out of school. Akira liking anime? Yeah, I know, crazy, right? It's because kids are out of school, and they have access to the iPad or whatever. So a lot of the times, yeah, I would say for sure, streaming on shorts is not for the faint of heart. And there are days, like, where I feel very, very frustrated. Today's one of them. I felt super frustrated today. I'm not gonna lie. Felt super, super frustrated. School just started back up, the summer part of it. No, don't people normally come back to school in September? Isn't that not normally a thing? What'd I do earlier? Just asking. You broke one of the rules. You broke one of the rules. In the chats, in the description of the video, of the stream, there is a bunch of rules there. You broke one of them, so I had to time you out. I dropped out of school because I suck. You don't suck. You just, education in the traditional sense just doesn't work for you, and that's true. That education, how we have it today, how we have had it structured for years, doesn't actually work for everybody, because people tend to learn in different ways. People tend to excel in different ways, and so the way school works is that we have a standard, we have a bar basically set, and basically if you don't meet that bar, you don't go on to the next level, you don't get to the next grade, right? For some people, sitting down and like studying, sitting down and listening, sitting down and just, you know, reading, for some people that is like sandpaper to their brain, and that is not the way that they learned. A lot of people are more kinetic, a lot of people are more hands-on, a lot of people are more observant rather than they are studious. And for some people, studying will have the same effect on their brain as touching a hot stove. Like, they will just, like, I do not want to do it. Like, it hurts. It'll physically hurt me if I do that. And so when somebody's like, oh yeah, school isn't for me, that the thing is that it could be true, because the way you learn is completely different. Are you going to miss out on a bunch of smaller details? Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to, like, learn the very, very specific details of math in a certain way? Absolutely, you're going to miss on that. But you're going to excel in many different ways that are not mathematical, that are not scientific. You're going to accelerate in ways that are so much more than what studying can do. However, there just like how there is, like, pros and cons to most anything, there are pros and cons of not learning in the academic way. They decided I didn't need to eat or something. Do you like ramen? Yeah, of course. America school starts mid to early August. Oh, there you go. I'm glad we start in September. Yeah, I do too. August is beach time. August definitely is beach time. So yeah, if you ever feel like you're like failing at school, no, the school is failing you. You're not in the right environment to learn. And that's not to say that the teachers aren't doing a good job, but like, there is like a lot of, there's a lot of different ways to learn for sure. I think being a teacher actually is one of the hardest things to be because of the amount of flexibility you need to be to help people learn. It's hard. It's hard to keep kids, what's the word I'm looking for? Engaged into your lessons. So, you know, I think you need to have like a good balance between studious and hands-on, which is a lot of why science, which a lot of science is a lot of hands-on stuff usually too. So if you are like really, really hands-on, you like experimenting, you like doing stuff, science is usually a lot of the good stuff for you as a kid. But something like math or like English or social studies will be like the bane of your existence. Actually, for me, I was excellent in math, but I fucking hated social studies because I didn't like social structure. I don't know. Even now, guys, I don't even like social structure. I really, really do hate social structure. And yeah, kinesthetic. Blah. Yeah. Favorite pasta shape? Spaghetti. Sorry. It's too easy. It's too easy to eat. You slurp that shit up. I don't think I ever took a single history class. Okay, so funny history class story. Okay, so I had to take U.S. history because I went to a U.S. College, right? I had to take U.S. history. I failed that class with a 0. And it wasn't because I wasn't willing to learn about U.S. history. I was specifically unwilling to learn from that specific professor. Yeah, Sanix knows who I'm talking about. So I had to take U.S. history, and the teacher, the professor, was such a fucking American. And I hate to use that in such a derogatory term, but the teacher was such a American that I refused to learn from him. He would throw in very prejudiced and almost racist jokes about how the US interacted with other countries. And there was actually one segment where we talked about the war between US and Canada in 1812. In 1812, there was a war between US and Canada, and the way he presented the material was so American-sided that me, Canadian by the way, taking that class was like, oh fuck this guy. Oh man. Yeah, he kept saying like, yeah, the damn hockey nuts drinking their maple. Like, I'm not even kidding. He said that. Yeah, we went to war with those damn hockey nuts drinking maple syrup. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm from Canada. I was so ready to literally just step up and walk out of that fucking room. Yeah. He said that, and he said, okay, and this is verbatim, right? He told a story about how he went to the United Kingdom. He went to London. And he was drinking at a bar with his friends, and a British man comes up to him and says something. I don't remember what he says, but I guess he was having a bad night or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I was at this bar at the UK, and this guy was talking to me, and so I just was having a bad day, and so I got up and said, "Can you shut the hell up, you stupid limey?" And I was like, oh my god. He was proud of that. He was proud of that he said it. He had to tell that story. That he was proud to say, yeah, I almost got beat up in London because I called a British person a limey. Are you fucking kidding me? And so, yeah. Listen. I failed that class with a 0. Because I did not respect that professor, nor did I want to take information from him. That looked really, really bad. It looked really, really bad on my transcript. And so, I have a 0 in US history in my college transcript. How was your day? It was pretty good. Actually, it was terrible. There's a lot of teachers that should have been way more mad at, yeah. Listen, I showed up to every class. I never turned in any assignment. I never wrote any tests. I never wrote, like, I wrote nothing on the test. I literally showed up, I sat there, and and the thing is, you know what the worst part about that is? Any sane teacher would realize, hey, there's a student with an absolute 0 in my class, and would approach me, or approach that person, like, hey, you haven't been turning any assignments, you haven't, you know, been writing anything on the tests, is there something wrong? You know? That professor never emailed me, never talked to me, never pulled me before class. He just saw I was getting 0s and said, fuck it, he doesn't care about the class. No. There was 100% a reason why I was getting 0s in that class. That professor did nothing about it. And that's absolutely why I think we need to actually have qualified professors in universities. And not racists that say stupid shit. A lot of professors in college don't care. That's more of a high school thing. No, that's not true. That is absolutely not true. Because I know so many professors that are like, hey, if you're failing the class, I want to help you not fail the class. There are so many professors that are like, listen, you're spending a lot of money to be here. I see that you're failing the class. Is there any way that I can help you? Also, the reason why I got a 0 is because I was, as a foreign student, I was required to be a full-time student. I wasn't allowed to be a part-time student. And by the time I realized that this professor was a fucking grade A asshole, it was too late to switch classes or to withdraw from the class. And so all I did was malicious compliance, and that's pretty much it. No, there are tons of professors that actually care about your progress in high school or in college. If you are running like a big seminar of like 100+ people, that's a little bit of a different story, right? But even then, if you're running a seminar of like 100+ people, at least send in the emails to the students saying, hey, you're failing my class. I didn't even get that. I didn't even get, hey, you're failing my class. They just didn't care. I feel like by the end of the day, at the end of like class time, at the end of grading, they just went out and drank. I'm not even kidding. That's the vibe I got out of them. And the funny thing, my professor, he looked like, do you guys know what that guy, the Right in the Childhood? Do you guys know that image? The Right in the Childhood man, the old man with the glasses, and he's like kind of balding. He looked like that. So, yeah, I Right in the Childhood man just fucking ruined my adulthood, so. Meme ruined, yeah, absolutely. No, every time I see that meme, I'm like, oh, dude, it's my fucking shitty history professor. Okay, sorry guys, I gotta get going. Thank you for joining today. I'm sorry that Daily Dolce was a little bit of a bunk today. It was really, really difficult. But yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for contributing. Thanks for the super chats and gifts and all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. It does help me with, you know, pretty much continuing to do this every day. I do appreciate it. I love seeing the names pop up on that board too, so wow. Okay. I need to find my I need to find my scheduler because that tells me who has been contributing and who hasn't been. So, yeah. Yeah, new month. Yeah, it's new month. Instead of having, kind of like, you know, per month thing, it's more like names expire after a month sort of thing. So, usually Twitch subs, I usually give them like a little bit of a leeway, about 5 days or so, before I actually erase the name off of the board, because sometimes I don't stream when their subscription renews. So I give at least Twitch subs some leeway, and I also give memberships some leeway as well because of the same reason. But anybody who does super chats, anybody who does gifts, or bits, I guess technically as well, their name expires after a month. Oh my God, Kiki! Your thing hasn't even expired yet. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. Take care at work. Thank you. Yeah, work has been work. It hasn't been bad. It hasn't been good either, but you know. Thank you so much. I gotta go do my skincare stuff because I do skincare stuff in the afternoon, which is weird because I should do it in the morning. I should probably change that. Anyways. All right. If you guys haven't already, please follow me on this whatever platform you're. Oh, that was a hiccup. Did you hear that? Please follow me on the whatever platform you're watching, Twitch, YouTube, whatever the hell. I also post on Twitter and Blue Sky as well for my schedule, and if you want to check out what I'm streaming, I wasn't able to do my schedule yesterday because I was sick for most of the day. And then what else? Twitter, Blue Sky. That's it. Discord. Discord. Oh yeah. Specifically this weekend, this upcoming weekend, we're having another Dear Dolce. So it's another anonymous confession stream. So if something's been bothering you, something's been on your mind, yeah, stop by. It can get pretty deep and get pretty depressive. But if you are coming in with an open mind, with an open heart, I suggest that you pop by and, you know, maybe help some people out if you have something to chime in with and give advice for. Yeah. What else do I need to talk about? That's pretty much it. Cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I have to use the bathroom real bad. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.